What's up, step listeners? It's that time of the week again. We got your host here, Tim Hunsaker,
So, guys,
your co-host, Nassim Johnson.
Rough.
All right, and me,
Because I got that
myself,
dog in me.
and I. Oh, damn. Okay. Me, myself, and I, Eric Hunter. So, welcome back. We're gonna.
So we got 5 hosts this time?
Yeah.
Damn,
All
okay.
3 of my fucking personalities.
This motherfucker is... I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Fucking Moon Knight out here.
Yo, I can't remember his damn catchphrase shit, man.
No, the moon is... Whatever.
Yeah, some
I don't
shit
know.
like that. You know what I'm talking about.
I usually kill his ass in Marvel Rivals whenever he gets that small years. The moon!
The lunar phase!
Yeah, I'm gonna start us off with just a little story. I'll let you decide if it's funny, controversial, or just depressing.
Okay. Oh, damn. That's a lot.
2019, Italian artist Maurizio Catalan created an artwork called Comedian. The piece was literally a banana duct taped to a wall. At the art fair in Miami Beach, one version of this sold for $120,000, another sold for $150,000, and several other versions later were sold for in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Another artist, David Datuna, walked up, peeled the banana off the wall, and ate it in front of spectators. The gallery simply replaced the banana because the artwork wasn't the fruit itself. It was the concept and the certificate of authenticity. Plot twist, and maybe the funniest part, the gallery expected the banana to be replaced regularly, and the collector wasn't buying the produce. They were buying the right to display a banana taped to a wall according to the artist's instructions.
Wow.
So you were paying $120,000, $150,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars to own a part of the wall, and your only thing you can do with it is duct tape a banana to it and expect it to be replaced on a regular basis as the banana expires.
First off, I despise that type of art. Okay.
That is modern art.
Yes. They got a specific subset for it, though. I forgot what they call it. I literally had a fucking class on this, so that's kind of crazy. I'm forgetting this. But
Conceptual art.
yes. Cool. Yeah, that shit is fucking lame. I don't like much about it. Some artists do it well. There's like some damn political guy that does like a lot of political art in that style. Like this motherfucker dressed like some type of state building with life jackets, like life vests and shit. There's supposed to be like a whole piece on immigration and shit like that. The type of hard times people go through trying to migrate to the U.S., coming through treacherous waters and shit, getting cooked by the Coast Guard, all of that shit.
Wild.
But yeah, so sometimes people do it well, but that type of shit, fucking, bro, it just makes me cringe. I went too deep on that, but that banana was too deep in me. It was pissing me off.
So, my question is, if anybody would have done this, like just if I would have gone up and taped a banana to a wall at a art fair in Miami Beach, would it have just become extremely popular? Like people, or did people just know this dude? Like, is he just like a I don't know artist name
like some insider trading type shit.
Yeah, like did it just get popular because this dude has made other artwork in the past that was valuable? So they were like, oh, he made it, so it has to be. He's Italian, so he has to be a great artist.
That's why a lot of people shit on that type of art. Literally,
yeah.
What you're talking about.
Yeah, some nepotism artist.
Somebody with an established name does lame shit, but because they're an established artist.
Yeah, they literally,
cool.
They're like trying to just grasp at straws to create art, and they can't think of anything, so they're just like, I'm just going to fucking duct tape a banana to a wall and see what happens.
I mean, it kind of...
Great name, comedian.
I feel like the concept applies to our conversation after the gym with Game of Thrones. Like, they could... Do you remember your reference?
Oh, fuck. Okay. This is funny as fuck. Okay. So I was talking about... we were talking about Game of Thrones and how House of Dragons, even though people, like, shit on it, they still watched it, and how the last like episode of Game of Thrones ended and it was ass, but people still watched it and we're still talking about how great the show was. And then you got the what's it called, the Knight's Tale or whatever that came out, and people watched it. And I was like, look, at this point, like people just like the name Game of Thrones. Like you could literally film a horse shitting and call it the horse's ass, or Game of Thrones, the horse's ass,
Yeah.
and people would watch it because it's called a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like
it's called a cult following.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, is that the case? Is it a cult following of conceptual art,
Yeah.
or of what was that dude's
conceptual
name?
artists, yeah.
Fucking Catalan or whatever the fuck his
Yeah.
name was.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like the concept is the same.
Yeah, it really is. I didn't even. Yeah, I'm glad you made that correlation because I forgot I even said that shit. It was just spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. In the moment, it was even better. So.
Some fucking bullshit, man. Had motherfuckers like that would make real life like fucking portrayals of people like as statues, bro. Like motherfuckers is chiseling a motherfucking piece of stone and making that bitch very photorealistic.
Tiny dick and all.
Tiny dick and all. Big mushroom, small shaft.
Like peeing on their balls when they had to pee.
Peeing on their balls, tweezering the dick to get it up off of the ball sack.
Bush was bigger than the balls.
Bush was bigger than the entire package.
Yeah.
Diddy package.
Diddy package. Damn.
Diddy package.
Diddy has a
And
tiny dick, by the way. We found this out.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Like candidly small dick too.
Yeah.
Canon event small dick actually. His ass. And that and now modern art is just like, I'm gonna take some fucking banana to a fucking wall.
And I mean, you got to think this was also 2019, so it's gone nowhere but in my eyes down from there. I don't know, man. Like there's art that's just like streaks of different colors that are like blended together on a page, and I still think that's more appealing than.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the photorealistic art personally. That's just I don't really care for it.
Yeah,
I prefer the more imagery rather than photorealistic personally. So something like that just doesn't appeal to me anyways.
Yeah.
Offer it. But besides the fact that it's buying a spot on the wall that you're only allowed to take a banana up on.
Mm-hmm.
Does that just make it? I mean, it's just like. Does the value of the art what people put into it? Is the value of the art the name? Is the value of the art the idea?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's the value in this?
They even got like a subset. I forgot what these shits are called too, but it's like to dos or like something done. But basically, it's saying that like the art piece is like you just assembling objects. Because the components of the art piece are already made. So it's like pre-made. Basically, it means like pre-made or some shit. I can't remember the name they assigned to it. But for example, a motherfucker would get a chair and then put a lamp in the chair and be like, boom, that's my art piece. One motherfucker actually just got a wooden fucking chair and that was the art piece. And did all of this reaching about the art is like the concept with the chair not being filled or chair needing to, all of this nut ass shit. And that's okay, bro. Okay, man. It's fucking crazy.
That man just has a 10 in charisma. That's
I hope so.
I feel like that's what that boils down to, is you can just convince people that there's value behind it.
Yep.
Because you're just so good with your words that you can convince people of that.
How good are you at bullshitting? Yeah.
And how dumb are other people?
And they've even talked about that.
I want to grab that. You want to pause it real quick?
Okay.
I don't. It looks like a soldier.
All right. Topic.
Yeah. Let's roll.
So roll on to the top. All right. So, topic for this week was, if you could write a letter or send a message to your pre-boot camp self, what would you say?
Pre-boot camp. Yeah, that's a good question, because even like we were talking about at the event today, like some of the kids from the event came up to me and were asking me and Tim, like basically what would we have done if we had done something different or whatever, or like if we weren't in the army, where would we be, what would we be doing, what job would we have? They were asking like crazy ass questions like that, like damn, like you making me like reflect on my life That's a
They were
whole
definitely
thing.
open-ended questions, which is the thing.
And that makes me think like it's really hard for me to say I would change anything about anything I've done. I have not to say I don't have regrets, but I'm everything I've done has led me to where I am now, and I'm happy with where I'm at right now. So it's hard for me to say that I would do something different. So like if I wrote a letter to my old self, it would just be like, "Hey, you're gonna make it."
Yeah. Same. It'd be some shit along those lines, but it probably would literally be like that shit, like or like
It would just be like I'd probably say, "Hey, don't buy that car afterwards," because I bought like a piece of shit Beetle, and
yeah.
fucking hated that thing. It was a piece of shit. I'd be like, "Hey, man, just go to a fucking actual dealership and buy a car. Don't buy the fucking Beetle."
Yeah. Yeah, no, my trade off experience was great. So I don't got no grade. I wouldn't have said shit. Hey, bro, that shit gonna be like.
It's like no advice. Yeah.
Well, if I had to give myself some advice, I would make sure I didn't get that fucking NDE. But because I'm like, that's like the only thing that went wrong while I was in fucking basic training. But like, even still, bro, I prevailed, man. Motherfucker did good enough. It's okay.
Yeah.
Swept it under the rug.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I feel like that was a good moment. It was like a learning moment.
Yeah,
Teaching moment.
that's fair.
Not do dumb shit. So
I mean, depending on how far back we're gonna go pre-training, I would probably just say don't go four-wheeling with my dad a week
Oh, yeah.
prior to shipping to basic training.
Fucking break shit.
Rolling a four-wheeler, dislocating my shoulder, breaking my arm.
damn.
Fucking
Yeah, I be thinking about that shit randomly. Y'all too damn dad events, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
just getting fucked
him getting
up, bro.
like beat up on the
Almost dying and shit, bro.
yeah.
Crazy.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But
I was like, maybe it's good, but I'm fucking weak. Go ahead, though. Sorry.
no, but I mean, like other than that, like I mean, basic training and just trade off in general wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say it was a bad experience. So
Would I go through it again? Fuck
No, hell no.
you know,
If
when
I
I
do, I
was the
reflect well on
RSP
it.
training NCO, like I used to tell all of them, like I would go back. The money was good,
Nah.
Yeah, I'd go back on my deployments.
and then I like, but
I didn't get
now,
BAH when I was a basic.
right? I mean, I didn't either, but like if we're talking about like would I go back right now? I mean, like, would it be any different than me just coming to work other than I'm at basic?
I've never once let that shit come out my mouth that I would go back. But the only times I've ever been like, I would do it again mentally was like the few times, i.e., similar to now, that like I'm outside of my preferred physical fitness range.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'd go back for that shit. But like,
Yeah.
outside of that, man, fuck no. And bitch,
Yeah,
you don't got to go to basic training for that, bitch. Just don't be lazy.
If there's one thing that I think always, I don't know, was hard to get my head around about with being in the guard and working different civilian jobs and stuff like that is going through like the basic training. Like when I started working at the prison, I'd been in the guard for 5 years by the time I started at the prison, so I was already like experienced in the guard, you could say. I'd been to Afghanistan and I was getting ready to go to Cuba by then.
Yeah.
And then I'm like so I'm like already the kind of the old head because I deployed, and there are other soldiers coming in that have like never deployed, so they're all looking to me as the experienced guy, even though I was really just the disgruntled specialist at that point. But I'm the new guy at the prison, so it's like being the old guy at the guard and then being the new guy at the prison was just such a weird.
Yeah.
Like I almost would say I was having like identity crisis because I didn't know if I was young or old because like all the people I worked with at the prison were like, oh, you're just a baby. You're like
baby,
20,
yeah.
you're 25, 26, you're still a baby. And all the people at the guard are like, bro, you old, like you like what the hell are you doing? Like, because they're like 18, 19, 20 coming in off the street. So
yeah,
I think it would be hard for me to go back through basic because I would being treated like the new guy all over again after I've done this shit for 15 years. That would be tough. That'd be tough.
Which, speaking of which, cause I think we done talked about this before, but yeah, I was able to like kind of miss that transition because I left MD. Cause I was in that transition of like motherfuckers like, damn, bro, you old. Cause I started seeing all these young ass motherfuckers that was coming to the unit. I was like, oh shit, bro, like y'all babies, like shit, bro. I'm not one of the babies no more. I'm phasing out of baby. And now that I'm with y'all, though, I'm still back. I'm back, baby, now.
Man, that's true. Yeah,
I'm back, baby.
you baby in AGR, so it's all good.
Yep.
Hell, I'm baby in AGR shit.
But
And
you
they
ain't
still
baby.
they still call me old as fuck because I'm every
Motherfucker
time
said
every time
48.
somebody's like, how long you been in? 15 years.
Damn.
Cool.
It's followed by a damn or God.
Yeah, like a fuck. Like really?
Damn.
Or wow, that's the big one.
Wow.
I hate being told wow whenever I say I've been in 15 years. It's like, well, fuck you. How about that? Motherfucker, I've been doing this shit probably since some of them kids we talked to. I've been doing that shit since they've been alive. And that's sad. I actually just, that made me feel worse. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on. Next topic.
All right, well, we'll move on to our
To our
Move
comments.
on for you,
Our
Shani. We'll move on to the next.
But you know what? I was getting up on that rope and just slinging myself up on that bitch to fuck them kids.
He gonna feel that shit, bro.
Yeah, I am. I was already feeling it.
we're sore from our workout yesterday.
Yeah, which I heard about.
Yeah.
All right, so first response which was actually on our actual subreddit, so appreciate
Hell yeah.
for going to our subreddit. That girl is not that cute.
Damn.
Yeah. Respectfully.
Hey, nah, that's a loaded comment right there. Anybody who ain't been yet, just know, motherfuckers start looking real good when you like removed from society for like 2 months. It's crazy. It only
That
take like
shit-
a few weeks.
I was about to say week 1, they're a 1. Week 2, they're a 3.
Yeah, I was.
Week 3,
You reading my mind?
they're a 5. Like we jumping, and then like by the time you hit about month 3, that 1 is a 10.
It's the same shit at your unit though, bro. Like you be done see a bitch enough, you be like, man, she ain't that bad, bro.
Well, especially if like you start talking to them and they actually like cool as hell, like that makes it better. If they a bitch, they always a bitch.
Yeah,
there ain't no changing that. I don't care how good you can be, good looking, but you still a bitch.
I don't know though, but like, well, I don't know. This might be too candid for pod. Never mind. I don't want to.
No. We here now. We here now.
Is there anything
you
too
can't
candid
leave
for the
me.
pod?
Okay.
Tease me with this shit.
Okay,
bro.
so like, but at least for me, but I'm also asking like. That you ain't never been in a situation where like real bitch, like you're describing, but like it just make you like want to anger fuck a bitch, like you just like, you get what I'm saying? So like that's just like, man,
damn, like I kind of want to just see her O face.
I want to fix your attitude, bitch.
No, I just want to see that O face one good time. That's it. That's all I'm about.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yeah, you ain't the fuck you.
Yeah,
you
know
might be a
better
bitch,
now.
but that dick know what to do.
Yeah. That dick make you fold the same. Yeah. You can be a pretzel, bitch. But yeah, that's a good comment. I like that.
Now,
that's a good start.
Now fucking fill out my damn 4187. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that counseling with fucking exceed standards. All right, that's all I need.
Oh my fucking
Oh man.
goodness.
Okay, so I responded to this and I said there must be a story if you don't mind sharing.
Oh shit.
So they responded back and they said every male had the biggest crush on just this one chick. She needed cough drops. Somebody gave her cough drops. Extra bullets during the qualifying. Somebody helped her out with that. New laces. Helped her out with that. More food. Helped her out with that. Like, oh my god, it was bad.
Simping.
And he's like, eventually someone got close to her and they started flirting and got caught kissing during land nav. I forgot what happened, but they were moved and recycled.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Whoa, hey, flag on the play. Y'all motherfuckers bold. Because there's no way you thought, first off, anybody who know how land nav works, but them motherfuckers out there, some of them will go undercover.
Yeah.
First off.
Yeah.
Like, drills will go undercover while y'all doing fucking land nav. They just take out the campaign hat and shit, do little shit to their face, whatever. But like, why did you think you was safe out there, bro? What the fuck? Like, everybody knew, or at least I thought everybody would come to this conclusion. And I'm definitely not advocating for this shit. I was a good little boy, good little bitch in basic training. But everybody had the understanding that, like, if you're going to do some dumb shit, family day. Like, not, you get what I'm saying? Like, not a second, minute, hour, day before that. And again, I don't advocate for that. Y'all don't do that shit. But land nav, mid land nav,
Dude, land nav was like, what, week 2?
Like, what the fuck?
Like-
Oh no, it was way further in for me.
Nah, it's probably like 5,
Yeah.
4, some shit like that.
I don't think so, because I don't even think we had rifles yet when I went.
Oh,
and did it.
We had rifles.
I don't think they made us carry our rifles. Now that you're saying that, but I think it was later. Which that's weird. Usually they would make you carry and shit. But.
After we qualled, we turned our rifles back in. We stopped carrying them.
No, we didn't turn our rifles in until freaking before
rehearsals. That's
it was like week 9, right before combatives. We turned our rifles in.
Actually, yeah, that sounds right.
Right before we started rehearsals.
Like we qualled late as fuck. I feel like we were doing a bunch of bullshit in the first few weeks, and then we were suddenly actually doing shit. But like the first few weeks, I feel like basic training was
probably flip flopped that shit because some shit like some logistic shit was going on.
Well, then
it just depends on scheduling.
I was also OSET, so that changes some shit too. And I did go home for Christmas, so
which changes stuff too.
Yeah, we did our quals after Christmas, so I was there for 2 months before I even qualled. Because we qualled in the middle of winter. It was snowing whenever I qualled.
That's crazy. Yeah, because when we came back for HBO, I think we had like 2 weeks when we got back. Like it was late as fuck when we came back home.
Oh, but here's I might have told you guys the story, but I'm pretty sure I never said it on the pod. My land nav, and actually kind of relates to this, so it's kind of funny. My land nav story. To preempt this story, we were getting a briefing. We were doing the night portion of land nav, which was like the long part where they basically just sent you out in the woods and were like, "Hey, go find your points and be back. We'll come looking for you if you're not back by fucking like midnight or some shit." And they put us in groups of 4. And to preempt the rest of this, that morning we were getting briefed on how to properly disassemble the saw for like cleaning and shit like that, how to disassemble it and then reassemble it. And my ass was sitting at the back, and I was like leaned over, like watching my drill sergeant like going through like disassembling it, shit like that. And at some point I fell asleep without realizing it. Like I don't know, my eyes closed for a long blink and they just didn't open back up. And then I wake back up because something just like they were like, "Oh fuck, you're asleep, like you need to wake up." And I open my eyes and everyone's looking at me, and the drill sergeant has his arm reared back and he's holding like the fucking charging handle or some shit, and like he's like, "Oh, you woke up." He's like, "Hunter, you were about to catch this in the forehead and I was hoping you were gonna die."
Yo.
I was like, yo. I was like, "Yes, drill sergeant." And then he just goes back. He doesn't smoke me, nothing. Like I was terrified every time I saw him for like the next 3 days.
Hell yeah.
But then we go do this land nav, and they split us up into groups. And my group consisted of a guy named Hempel and Garcia and Brewington. I had a huge crush on Brewington. I think I told you about this because she was like a Wiccan, and I don't know. I was just fascinated by that. I don't know. Okay. And she was a cute little redhead, Like,
I remember the Wiccan shit.
Yeah. And ironically, Garcia and Hempel ended up getting married. But Garcia and Hempel were talking shit to me and Brewington the whole time because we were sitting there like kind of flirting casually while we were going through finding our points. And those two are just talking shit like, "Why don't y'all get a room? Like, you need to go hide behind a tree real quick and handle some business." Like, and then those motherfuckers got married.
It's
like,
called projecting.
Yeah, fuck them for that. But there was a point up on a hill, and Hempel sprints off ahead of us because we're all excited because it's like our last point, I think, or like point before last. And Hempel sprints off ahead of us. And the one thing the drill sergeants told us, "Hey, don't split up from the group." And Hempel sprints off ahead of us up to the top of the hill, and he crests it where we can't see him. And like when we get up there, he's like laying on the ground, and one of my drill sergeants is standing over him holding his rifle, and the other drill sergeant is the one that tried to kill me with a fucking charging handle. And like the drill sergeant sees me and he calls me over. He's like, "Hunter," he's like, "You were my favorite until that day." He's like, "You just stopped being my favorite." He's like, "That's why I didn't smoke you." He's like, "I was just so disappointed that you fell asleep."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, I wish you would have just smoked me." Like that. Now I'm hurt.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, in the background, I hear the other drill sergeant Flores, telling Hempel. He's like, "Hey, open your mouth, Private."
Yo.
And Hempel fucking opens his mouth, and the drill sergeant like is holding the rifle and like starts trying to point it into his mouth, and he's like, then he like takes the rifle back. He's like, "Private, never fucking listen to a man when he tells you to open his mouth." He was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, and like my drill sergeant's like trying to be serious with me,
he's
and
ready
I'm
to
trying
take
be
it.
serious.
Apparently,
yeah, bro.
And we're both just like cracking up this smile, and he's trying to be like, "I'm so disappointed in you, Private." We're both just here in the background. Open your mouth.
Motherfucker, you with a serious moment. Hey, open your mouth. Just open it. Open your mouth. Say
And then Flores looks over at us, and he just sees my drill sergeant looking over. Looking over at him like, what the fuck, man? And he's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, bro. That's what I know is funny as fuck about being drilled, bro. When you just look back, you like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck you doing right now? You like, oh.
Like,
Just go back to doing
it's like one of those like, oh, this isn't the real army, my bad.
Yeah, oh fuck. Damn. I am wildin', but I gotta commit.
And that motherfucker was legit trying to get him to suck start the M4.
And bro, it's fucked up because that's a lose-lose situation, bro. Now you can win more with losing the other way, but it's still a lose-lose, bro. Like you would have got fucked if you would have not opened your mouth,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
But like at least you would have kept
open
the
your fucking
respect. At least you would have kept the respect, bro. Like you're not fucking dumb enough and sus enough in your fucking mouth. Motherfucker was like, was he in like a front leaning rush when he did it?
No, they like literally
He was,
laying
like,
on his
laying
back,
on the
and
back.
Drill Sergeant Flores had his boot on his chest.
Oh my fucking goodness,
holding
bro.
Hempel's rifle, and he's just like.
And was he like almost teabagging him?
No, like
Oh,
he
no,
was
that
like
would've been
hovering over him, like
Yeah.
he was like legit had the rifle like pointing off to the side of his head.
That motherfucker really opened his mouth, bro. I'm talking about looking at the
Hempel
sky, mouth open.
Did you guys not have
Like firing adapters?
the firing adapters?
Yeah,
on?
they were. That's why it was like
Extendo dick.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy, bro.
Like he didn't put it in his mouth. He just was like he would keep like he kept moving it over, and like Hempel kept his mouth open. And he's like, "Private, what the fuck?"
Like, yo, nah. If that motherfucker would have been tracing or trailing the damn, if he'd been trailing with his mouth open, yeah, you super down. I ain't gonna lie, you out of there, brother. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. You really wanted that shit.
Yeah, that motherfucker was wild.
I hope you told Garcia about that shit.
Oh man, and she was there. She came up to the top of the hill.
Oh, shit?
Yeah, well, like those two are standing behind me while I'm getting told I'm a disappointment, and this motherfucker's being told to open his mouth, and the two females are just like, "What the fuck is going on?" They're just standing at parade rest, like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
That is phenomenal banter fuel for like the rest of y'all marriage.
I'm telling you.
Like I seen, you opened your mouth for a grown ass man. Like I witnessed this.
They both got stationed in Hawaii afterwards too. Lucky
Damn. Yeah.
That's probably why they got married.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's a great story. All right, so next response. Don't marry the girl from AIT.
Yes.
Waste of time.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hempel. I think they're actually still happily married. So
Yeah, not.
Yeah, good for them.
Not them.
15 years later.
They are not the average, so don't think that shit's gonna happen for you. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't marry anybody from AIT, but I can second this because like one of my really good friends from AIT met a dude a Marine that was in our AIT class going through the same weapons course.
See, you didn't say it was a female at first, so you said met a dude, and I was like, what the fuck? Where's this story going?
I reflexively was like, it would have been funny if he was talking about a gay couple.
No.
I knew it was a fucking female guy. But I was gonna say though, Hunsaker, I've noticed you've had a lot of female friends.
Yeah. The number of times that he's like, oh yeah, I had this friend, she, and I'm like, oh, okay. Old hiking, and sprinting, marathon running, Hunsaker. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Timmy.
Marathon running? I've never ran a marathon runner. Come on now.
Hold on, bro. Hey, don't put that on my body. I ain't like that.
Whoa. Best I've ever done is a 10 mile. Right?
Fair enough. Yeah, but you were a runner. You were a runner.
10 miles is crazy.
Old damn Timmy.
Yeah. But yeah, continue.
Anyways, yeah. Sorry.
But anyway, she let's just say that they flirted substantially, outside of class, but it was the tension was extremely obvious.
Yeah.
And then we got permission for like off-post passes after like week 4 or whatever.
They got married on the pass.
No, they just were hooking up.
Yeah.
Which is whatever, like good for them. And but then like after she got stationed in Korea and he got stationed wherever, but I guess they stayed in touch and then they ended up getting stationed in the same area and they got married. And then he was a complete piece of shit.
Marine. Got it.
And
Damn, we
you
just
know, it
talked
didn't
shit
work
about
out.
him, right?
It didn't work out.
I'm talking about standards or averages. I said that earlier for like at the beginning of this about Hempel and fucking Garcia. They not the average. So don't fall that shit.
No.
The average
That's
Marine is a
the
shitbag. The standard, the
the
numbers support
statistics
this.
don't. They support what you said, not Hempel and Garcia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
again, stats. Like, stats show, bro, Marines be on some bullshit. I'm not saying every Marine.
KDA kind of rough.
Yeah, that KDA is ass, actually. Shit is pretty in the toilet. The fuck?
But anyway, next response just said, "Don't ship, join the guard."
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna print screen that one. That's
Yeah,
gonna be on
print
my
screen.
next poster.
Print screen. Don't ship, join the guard. Hell yeah.
And that one had 34 upvotes. So, you know.
Hey.
Go guard, baby.
Go guard.
Go guard.
Uncommon is calling.
Go guard. The thing I told you about, like me asking a friend about, coming up with some active versus guard points. Literally one of his things was, hey, yeah, it's a lot of these motherfuckers that should have just went guard first. It's like active was what I should have done for sure, but he's like, I've seen the motherfuckers who should have just went guard. Yeah. He's like, some of them did, not enough ended up, transitioning. But yeah. Yeah, crazy stuff.
That is crazy stuff.
Next one just said, take the Article 15 in airborne school, don't drop.
So they gave him the option to either take
the Article
paperwork
15
or
drop the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the long run, I think you've done all right. Yeah, I'm not saying you made the right decision or not. But I
mean,
don't think
the big thing is, like, an Article 15 early in your career is, like, ain't gonna mean shit.
Yeah.
Down the line. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna make shit kind of ass for a little while, but
I mean, maybe, like, if you don't have any rank for them to take or like any money for them to really take away from you, like, like it's just paperwork at that point. And like, 2 years from now, it doesn't even matter. When you're actually looking to pin in your 5 or whatever, like, who's gonna give a fuck? All the other promotions are automatic.
Well, we met a guy on that might have been one of the testing personnel, but he just was talking about like him getting into a situation post 5 and having to lose rank and recovering from it, like, and it came with an Article 15 and shit, and he recovered, ended up getting 7 and shit, like, like, bro, it's recoverable. It's not that deep.
Well, like one of my instructors at AIT, was an E6, that had actually came from the Marine Corps to the Army. And he left the Marine Corps as a corporal off of a deployment, and he had like 2 Article 15s from the Marine Corps because he just got tons of fights. Switched over to the Army because it was more family oriented, whereas the Marine Corps just wasn't in his situation. And like his career just went nothing but up from there. Like a stellar Army career, not so stellar Marine Corps career. But he was just like, it's just the environment. Right. And like when we talked to him about the Article 15, like they were just like, look, like just take your beatings early in your career so that you can excel later in your career. Because it's like, because you got to also remember, like, they take the full soldier concept, right? So if you show, like, man, early on in your career, like, you struggled, but like you overcame those struggles and you've nothing but growth, like you've improved substantially, right? Like that's going to look better than just, oh, like you just stayed the same.
Same thing like with NCOERs, like you want to see growth.
You want to see growth.
Improvement. So, just take that shit early. And, again, it's people that will miss some of those lessons early on, so it does more damage later on.
So, this one said switch to Air Guard or the Air Force or change MOS if possible. For the love of God, transfer units as soon as you show up because it's a garbage unit you're going to. Like this dude, he just had a bad start.
That was a bad deck of cards.
It be like that sometimes, man.
Bad hand. Bad fucking hand.
Next one was just, honestly, you did great, buddy. Good job. Basic wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are times where I feel like I could have been set up for success earlier in life if I wouldn't have picked MP, if I would have picked a different MOS. Like if I
Agreed.
would have gone freaking 25 Bravo or something like that and
Agreed.
like gone into the IT field using the experience and knowledge.
You know, you say that, but I don't know if you'd still be in.
No, I probably wouldn't. I would have gotten
if
out.
you had
It would be a
deployed
completely different lifestyle.
and you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, not that I'm saying that's the better, where you're at now is better. I don't know.
I
But
probably never would have deployed.
yeah.
Or if I did, it would not have been in the capacity that I deployed.
Yeah.
So I might not have changed because my personality had changed a lot from my deployments. Like I grew more confidence, became more extroverted, just
More homosexual.
definitely more homosexual, like, without a doubt.
I
Especially
mean, just being in the army. I mean, like, damn, bro.
Cuba, I would have given a man a tug. Like
Yeah.
my buddy.
Hey, clip that shit.
Clip.
Clip that shit, bro. Oh my god.
It's gonna become your new text sound.
Facts.
right before I left Cuba,
Yeah, send me that shit.
so we were staying in these actual nice houses when I was in Cuba that were like 2 stories, where the second story was like separate bedrooms for everybody, and the bottom story you had a kitchen, a laundry facility, a bathroom, and like a living room. Like it was really, and a dining room. Like it was a fucking house, like an apartment. And then right before we left, they moved us out of those and moved us into like fucking barracks. Like shitty. I was pissed. But one of my really good friends who we would fight all the time. We were like those type of friends.
They got to do that in reverse. You can't start up and then go down. But go ahead.
But one of my buddies, who was a really good friend of mine, but me and him fought a lot about a lot of dumb shit. He ended up getting like a hemorrhoid because he was working out so fucking hard that he fucking pops up a hemorrhoid.
Sure.
Or something. I don't know. Whatever he did to get a hemorrhoid, he got a hemorrhoid.
Taking some.
And this motherfucker was like trying to use the suppository to the medicine. He was like, it just keeps coming out. I need help. And he was like, Hunter, help me. And I was like prepared. I was like, damn, is this how gay I've gotten? I'm prepared to shove my finger up another man's ass to help him with some medicine. I was like, motherfucker, I'm not gonna do it. You gotta do it. But I was like walking in, grabbing some gloves, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, what am I doing? This is gay as fuck.
No, that's not gay, like, bro. That's helping the homies, bro.
I'm not about to do this shit.
You fucked up. You should have did it.
I did not, man.
You should have did it, bro.
And
I was actually hoping you said yes, I did it.
Like so many people, he begged all the rest of the people. Like it was like 8 of us in that barrack. He begged all the other 7 people to help him, or 6 people to help him, and nobody helped him. I was the closest to even. Like I literally got some gloves from the medic and was like putting them bitches on, and I was like, what am I doing? This is gay as fuck.
Nah, bro, you should have looked out for the homie, bro. That's fucked up, man.
But yeah, no, I definitely think I would have been, if I would have done anything different, I wouldn't be who I am right now. I'd be somebody completely different, and that I don't know, that makes me feel lost just thinking about it. So I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree though with that. Like it would have been a lot different, and honestly, I think would have been a lot more prestigious, I guess you could say, in a different environment / But I'm like, shit, bro, you get 5 quick as shit. I say that. Saying the shit that I decided to do. You that motherfucker fast as shit.
Motherfucker, I got that shit slow as shit. I had to transition to a different MOS just to pick up my fucking 5.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Bro, field artillery, bro, you get 6 in like 7 years, bro. And that's like not even.
Yeah, y'all be promoting people fast as fuck.
Yeah. And like I could have got promoted faster, but we had like a stagnation going on. And there were less slots available at the time. But like, and bro, I still got 5 and 4, bro. Like that shit ain't slow. It ain't slow, bro.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
But yeah.
Next response just said, "You're gay."
Prepping his ass. Hey, you gay, bro.
Just a heads up.
Just a heads up. You gay,
From your
bitch.
future self. Suck that dick.
You gonna get around them boys and get gay.
And then the next one just said, "Leave that evil bitch before you even ship. Also, max your TSP."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Leave that bitch. Leave that bitch.
Yeah.
Leave that bitch. Yeah.
Because that bitch gonna take you for all you worth when you get back.
Damn,
Damn.
leave that bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Next one. Don't let those cunts at SIF give you boots that are 2 sizes too small. My feet are still a little fucked up, but I had severe plantar fasciitis for years, and I was doing everything imaginable to treat them. Just because I was too much of a bitch to keep pushing back would have been worth whatever smoke sesh or Article 15 to not have dealt with that. As an 18 X-ray, barefoot running and focusing on toeing off the ground while running is what ultimately fixed it for me. But I was miserable every waking hour for years in that pipeline.
Hey, real shit. Real shit. Yeah. I say the same shit about like people being scared to go to sick call and shit, bro. You got a genuine issue, bro. Don't let nobody tongue wrestle you out that shit. Oh man, you just being a bitch. Fuck that. Go to sick call, motherfucker.
Get that shit documented.
So you know when that shit legit. Mm-hmm. Don't let a motherfucker tell you ain't hurt.
Because you might find out that you broke your fucking arm on a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
Like months ago. Yeah.
Yep. Real shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it never healed right.
No names. No names.
Not that I'm calling anybody out.
Nah, hell no. Why would we do that? That's crazy.
Literally only found that out because we were fucking around wrestling on the PT field and dislocated my fucking shoulder.
Fucking crazy.
Hey,
yo, that shit look like it broke, bro. You brought that shit?
No. So, like, one of the other dudes there was a wrestler from Pennsylvania, and he's talking a lot of shit. And I was like, man, if you were a wrestler from Pennsylvania and you were any good, you probably wouldn't join the army.
Yeah.
Like, not to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because, like, I wouldn't consider myself to be, like, top tier by any standard. And so we're wrestling, and he's way bigger than me. Like, he's probably, like, 6'1". And we're messing around, and he, like, hit, like, a weird, I don't even know what you'd call it, like, had my shoulder and my neck, and, like, came in and gave me, like, a half bear hug kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And then I backdropped and threw his ass over, and that, like, the impact just fucking threw my shoulder right out, and couldn't get it to go back into place before Sergeant First Class did and came over and told me I had to go to sick call. And I'm like, we're like in the van, like, I'm holding my arm, we're going to sick call, and they're like, do X-rays and everything after I went back in place, and they were like, yeah, everything looks good, and they were like, oh, like, when did you break your arm? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know that my arm ever was broken.
Like, no, that shit definitely looked like.
Yeah, they were talking about how it, like, looked like it had, like, recently completed healing or was, like, at the end of stages of the healing process. I was like, oh, shit. All right.
Bro, my shit.
Anyway, next one. Take the hint from your battle boo.
Damn. True?
Nah. Again, I don't advocate for the fuckery.
Nah, fuck that. Do it. Do
No,
it. If he's the angel on your shoulder and the devil on your shoulder, do it.
No, I don't advocate the fuckery. Nah.
God dang Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Nah, don't do that.
I'm about it.
But I do know what you mean, because I had passed on a couple.
Like,
literally, two.
Being
third one is wishful thinking.
It sounds like he's concerned that he's oblivious. He was oblivious to it, and like then in hindsight was like, damn, she was definitely just hitting on me. Like she was trying to give me the hint that I could have laid the pipe down.
Yeah, I had one that was really trying to go. Like a bitch was trying to pass letters and shit, like messages, like like little notes. Said, oh fuck no, bitch, we not doing that. You're not gonna get me fried, bitch. Are you crazy? Fuck no.
Fuck that.
Fuck no.
Take it.
It's funny looking back on this comment and then just training for me in general. I was the oblivious one. 100%.
This is why I highlighted. I had a lot of female friends.
Well, so I think I've shown Hunter a picture of this one. But so she was one of the hot girls from my basic training, and she ended up going to the same AIT as me.
Nice.
And we were in the same class for all of it. And then like she got stationed in Korea too with the other girl, and they weren't super good friends, but they kind of got forced into being friends because they literally were in the same class, same basic training, and got stationed at the same place.
That's right.
But she spent all of her money before we got sent home, right? And
Dumb.
so like we're like leaving, and they kicked us out. So like everybody else was leaving for holiday block leave, and we graduated. And so they were like, "Hey, we're gonna let y'all like get out of here," but like our flights weren't until the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, that's kind of odd, but whatever. So
That was a sign.
Stephanie was just like, cool, I'm gonna go hang out with my boyfriend, you know, and Alexis and I just took a cab and was just going because I just thought we were gonna go. I was just gonna get a hotel for myself, and we're like driving over there, and she like kind of tells me like, hey, I don't have like money for a hotel room. And I was like, oh, like it's all good, like I'll just get two. Didn't think anything of it. I'm oblivious. All right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
fuck no.
so listen, it gets better. It gets even worse. So I go in, get two rooms, come back out. She's like, no, you didn't need to do that. Like, as if there's two beds, then it's fine. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went and returned one, got my money back for one room, and we stayed in the same hotel room. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
I'm sick of no, bro. This can't be.
Well,
This
like
can't
the
be.
next morning, like we're leaving, and you got to remember, like we just graduated, so there was a fuck ton of other people that stayed in the hotel too because we all took the same cab, and nobody knew that we like stayed in that same room. And so we're like leaving, and both of us are coming out at the same time, talking. Like we talked literally all night, damn near. And we're like leaving, and everybody's like, "Damn, Hunsaker, like fuck yeah, dude!" And I'm like, "I don't know what you guys talk about." Totally oblivious.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Yeah,
What
it
is
literally took me until I got to the airport, and I was like leaving, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like
that?
I messed up. Like I could have freaking.
This that bubble shit right
Dude,
here.
it is. It's
This
the
is
it's
that
the
bubble
Utah.
shit.
It is
Bubble
the
boy.
This
Utah
is that
bubble.
bubble boy shit.
It is.
It's
It's
exactly
it
that,
is
bro.
100%.
I can't fucking believe this, man. This is crazy. I'm
It's-
talking about sold, bro.
It's so
You a
wild, man.
seller, bro. Fuck no, bro. Not my dog. Not my dog. Come on, y'all. Now I say all that, but still, I don't
Don't advocate. I mean, this is post trade doc. We were done.
Nah, fuck that.
Hey, when that shit in your hand like that, hey, bro.
Fuck
Y'all
that.
talk a good game about, being virtuous and
I mean,
boy, that shit in your hand, man.
I just take it back to the first pod episode, and you like yourself some candy.
Sometimes you like a Snickers.
That's some Butterfinger shit right there, though, bro. I'm talking about the shit was in his hand. He just fumbling the fuck, like it's jumping back in his hand when it falls. He's like, damn, I still can't get it. What the fuck, bro? That's fucking crazy, bro. Not my dog, man. This is fucking. Wow.
If she can get my dick out and in her mouth fast enough, who am I to say no?
Like,
You know,
come on, bruh. She was basically pulling his shit out. Hunsaker like, chill. Hold on, what you doing?
Don't know. I got you your own room.
I told you I would have gotten your own room. We're not doing this here. Oh shit! All right, let's Charlie Mike. Let's push on.
All right. Next response. Don't blend into the crowd. Don't hide from drills. Volunteer for everything. Learn everything. Set the standard. Show up for your unit with more information and skills than any other private. Basic training will give you what you give it as long as you have a good cadre. You can come out high speed as fuck.
I 100% agree with this, and I give people that advice because people still give them the advice to like blend in and shit, hide all of that shit. I 100% agree with this. I got found out. I tried to like not necessarily hide, but I just was like, man, fuck it. Just it don't really matter. Just do what you need to do. Ended up standing out, and it worked out fucking great for me. Again, I don't think my ND would have got swept under the rug if I didn't end up standing out unintentionally. So, yeah. Definitely do that shit.
I
just don't be obnoxious about it. Fuck.
I can agree with that. We had our dude that was like our platoon leader for the whole time I was at basic training, and he was like the standout, like soldier of the cycle kid, all that stuff. And he got caught trying to mail home a live 5.56 round.
That guy,
we had the same shit happen.
And they just like no longer was the platoon leader, no longer was like the person going for soldier of the cycle. Like basically got removed from everything, but like that was it.
Yeah, that
He
was
didn't
it.
get in any other
They
trouble
fucking recycled.
or fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, can you imagine if he had just been like one of the regular
Yeah,
dudes?
you
like
got,
he would have
got
been
his shit cooked.
fucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But don't go out there, motherfucker, hiding, bro. Real shit.
To explain what would have happened if he wouldn't have been one of them dudes, because that same shit happened in mine of just a regular dude that liked to piss off the drill sergeants. That motherfucker got recycled immediately.
Proud is that.
And all the rest of us got fucking fried for it. That's one of those times where they didn't even, like, we were just carrying around poles. We're not setting you back to red phase privates. No, it was y'all they took the top end of our fucking guidons, and we were just walking around with the lower shaft. That's all we had. We had half a fucking shaft.
You just had the shaft.
That's it.
Half a dick, but just
We ain't even got a whole dick. We got half a dick. I'm talking about all of our guidons, even the fucking company guidon.
Hey, yo.
Half a dick.
Hey, yo.
The drill sergeant's like, we don't even want to fucking be associated with you, privates. That's how much they despise that we try to do that.
Yeah, nah, bro, I'm telling you. And I'm also going to stand up for drill sergeants on this shit. Because somebody's going to hear that and be like, man, drill sergeants be biased. They be partial. I would defend drill sergeants by saying this. Low key, this is implementing the whole person concept. Low key. If you've been a regular motherfucker, your whole person is like nothing.
Well,
You know
I mean, like if you're constantly a fuck up and then you have a big fuck up,
yeah,
trend.
That
your whole person is fucked up. Like,
Right, trend.
That dude had already gotten recycled into our cycle.
Oh yes,
And
Come
then,
on.
Like he did that. Yeah, of course they're gonna fucking
Come on.
rail his ass again.
So if your whole person is you just been doing great shit and you fucked up that one time, it's like, damn, we can't fry him for one fuck up. This motherfucker been doing his thing.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Mhm.
Saying. So I don't think it's
we had a recycle, and my head drill sergeant had a nickname for him. He called him the Angry Leprechaun because he was like 5 foot fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And like redhead,
Mhm.
and like
Oh,
when
yeah.
he'd get mad, his face would get red, super fucking red. He'd have this vein in the
fucking
middle of his
Lucky
forehead,
Charms.
looked like it was about to fucking explode. Oh, dude. So our drill
Gold.
sergeant, he fucked with that dude so much, and it was always intentional just to get him to turn red. And he'd be like, oh no, here comes the Angry Leprechaun. Like, dude, he was fucking bad. But everybody else, like in the beginning, I couldn't not laugh. But like towards the end, like me and him got a little bit closer, and I was like, man, dude, I hope you don't take offense when I laugh when he calls you the Angry Leprechaun because it's just fucking funny. Like,
Hey, yeah. So, hey, I fuck with you now, so I be feeling bad. But like, hey, bro, give me a pass, bro. That shit, you gotta admit, bro, that shit funny.
But anyway, yeah, he like fucked up really bad the first cycle, and then when he got to ours, he was kind of a fuck up in the beginning, and then like after week 3, he was like he like chilled out.
Yeah.
But, all right, next response: assert your dominance on the first day, or the drill sergeant.
This is prison, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Where did we go to that quick, bro? Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. What in the fuck?
Assert your dominance on the first day, or the drill sergeants will make you their bitch.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck. All right, that's comment of the day so far. That's funny as fuck.
We had that dude that was smiling, and he was standing next to me whenever they were like trying to smoke the shit out of us. And he had we had 5 drill sergeants around him, all yelling at him in every part of his face, talking about how he like keeps smiling, they're gonna like rip his fucking face off and shit like that. And yep, I fucking just kept on smiling. He's like, I just can't stop smiling, drill sergeant.
Can't stop smiling.
Just happy to be here, drill sergeant.
And you know what?
That's his hero name.
After like they made him do push up, I'd say close to 100 push ups. He was still smiling. They just quit.
Yeah. Hey, you asserted that dominance on that ass, bro.
And then them motherfuckers did not bother that man the rest of the cycle. 6
Hey.
months, they were just like, "Hey man, just do your thing."
Hey, we got proof. Bro. Hey, assert your dominance, bro.
You just gotta do it the right way.
Yeah, let your nuts hang, bro. Yeah, don't go out there and be like, man, shut up, bitch.
Don't do shit like that. Don't be a bitch. That's all. Just don't be a bitch.
You gotta make them feel that shit, though.
Be about that life.
And then next response was save all your money. Don't buy any of the dumb shit.
Agreed.
Yeah, don't go, for example, I talked about this recently. Don't go and buy a fucking PlayStation 5 for whatever PlayStation is current, and you already got one at home. Don't go buy a fucking Nintendo Switch and you got one at home. You'll be surprised how much of that shit you see at fucking AIT, bro. Motherfuckers buying like little portable fucking you remember the like old school portable display shits? So you can like
I had one. I had one. Yeah, I had one when I went to Afghanistan.
I'm talking about busting down. See, like Afghanistan, that makes sense, bro. Just like, nah, I'm an AIT, bro. So, like, what the fuck? At fucking Charlie's. Oh, Charlie's. Playing on the. Oh, my God. But yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right.
Oh, shit. We still got promoter demote, bro. That's crazy. Continue, though. Continue.
Next one. This will be our final
Okay.
comment. Cough drops have to be sugar-free. And the barrel nut on your M4 will be loose. Get that tight before you go to qual. Also, don't trust anyone from 3rd Platoon.
Damn.
Wow. What the fuck did 3rd Platoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
ironically, my 3rd Platoon was the shit platoon too, so that tracks.
I was in 3rd Platoon and ours was good. But
Nah, that's what they say on the inside. They say it's good.
Our shit platoon, honestly, was 2nd for sure.
Oh, hell no.
I was
hell
2nd
no.
platoon.
Yeah, hell no. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
2nd platoon lead the way, bro.
No, 2nd platoon, they had like 4 Article 15s for theft.
Ooh.
They got like 4 people recycled. One dude punched the drill sergeant in like week 4. And that, like, dude, we had a wild, it got a little wild there for a minute. Good old Singleton.
Yeah, I'm fucking up 2nd platoon name right now. I don't like that, bro.
Yeah, I ain't about that way.
But yeah.
What they used to call that shit? Honor platoon or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was us. So, like, hey, bro, I can't be doing that.
Same with, my 3rd platoon.
I'm standing up for 3rd.
I mean, I'm not going to say that all of them were good because obviously this one was fucking trash.
Yeah, we was running that shit up, man. Hey, y'all boys need to do better.
When it came time for the M9 qual, 5 of us shot perfect, and I was one of them, and the other 4 were all from 2nd platoon. And so the way they did, I'm actually kind of pissed about this because the way they did, they decided who was the what do you call it? Like, because they announced like the people who, at our graduation, they announced and gave awards to like the people who had the highest score on each qual. But because 5 of us shot perfect on that, what they did was they made us run a mile in full, which this was back during Digis, in full, what do you call it? ACU.
Yeah. Old people.
Yeah. We had to run a mile in full ACU, and then they just made us do like fucking burpees and fucking push ups. They basically smoked the dog shit out of us. And then you had a mag that you had 1 mag in your hand, and the pistol was on the table in front of you, and you had to load it and fire off all 10 with one hand. And it was the person who had the most fucking in the closest to the center. And I had 4 out of 10, and the person who won had 5 out of 10.
Damn.
I was 1 bullet off. And I had a jam. I had a double feed in mine, and like they let me fix it, and then I fired and missed. And they were like, "Private, we gave you a second chance. We literally gave you extra time.
Give you extra.
You literally could have won it." I was like, "Bro, you put too much pressure on me at that point."
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That fucked it up, bro.
Like if I wouldn't have had that jam, I might have at least tied, and then we would have just had to do it over again with just me and him, and I would not have made it through that smoke session. That shit.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the bullshit, bro. Being like, your reward be getting fucked some more.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
It's like, oh man, you in the top 10? All right.
Hey, you one of the top dick takers. Here's some more dick.
I'll take being number 2, fucking in that situation.
Yeah,
but I am still mad about that.
Yeah, pay the pitch. All right, my bad.
All right, so we don't have a ton of promoter demote, but I think that the 2 we have are good.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right, promoter demote. So first, there was a guy who jerked off with CLP in OSIT. There was the time I saw a guy in my unit hook up with a girl after snapping his fingers and telling her to get in the car. Literally some random chick who walked up on us on 6th Street. There was the time that the air brakes on my striker gave out and almost killed my team and myself. And there was the time I spent my last night in the Army on staff duty and had to deal with the domestic violence incident in the barracks, which resulted in me starting terminal leave 4 hours late as a final favor to my platoon leader to help pick the guy up out of jail.
Wow.
No shit. Oh, sorry. That's the next one.
So we just talking about this dude in particular for the promoter because it sounds like we got like 5 different people.
Of people, yeah.
This is all the same guy, and like when I read this the first time, I wonder if I accidentally copy and pasted the wrong story. So that's my bad.
Mm.
But there was more to the first part of that where it was the guy. There was a guy who jerked off with CLP and OSID, and there was more of a story to that. You know, I can't find it. No, my bad.
Well, yeah, demote his ass.
Yeah, demote his ass.
Immediately.
Just because it's fucking lubricant doesn't mean it's dick lubricant.
No.
Dude, that's not even.
No.
It's not even really lube. I mean, it's literally for cleaning.
Yeah. Shit gonna rip his dick off.
Oh my fucking goodness.
You just get a little CLP on that thing.
Like, why would you, like, what would even make you want to do some shit like
Oh,
that? I'm talking about bro has zero impulse control. Zero. That motherfucker must have, like, took a weapon out of, like, you know, when they come in the new bags and it's just, like, gooped up. Motherfucker's like, damn.
Yeah, but like, what makes you think you holding that thing? Like, you start racking it back, like, ooh, yeah, that thing smooth.
The action on this bitch is nice. Damn.
You know what?
This motherfucker grabbed the bag and said, just start choking this shit.
Hot damn.
So, what? And this is maybe a little off topic, but being a weapons guy for like your Mark 19, right? For example, or you know any of the Mark models, you don't use CLP, which everybody fucks this up and uses CLP anyway.
I was going to say we.
But the reason you don't use CLP is because it's flammable.
Okay, that tracks.
You know,
That's probably why I've seen that before.
Grenade launcher, you know, probably doesn't mix well with some of the flammable. Anyway, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head because we always just called it by, you know, the acronym or what we called it. But there's a different type of lubricant that you're supposed to use for all the grenade launchers, the fully automatic.
So wait, what is the acronym now? I'm curious.
Oh, we just call it welcome, but
welcome.
Welcome, yeah, because it literally comes in this big ass bottle, and it is like super fucking thick, chunky white.
Yo,
like
no, dude, welcome, horse cum, yo.
But that's just what we always called it, so I don't even remember what that shit was called now. But
yo,
but one of my old I don't even know what I would call him. I guess just one of my old co-workers, supervisors, whatever you want to say. As a technician, he told me a story of a guy that used it. But apparently it's like when it gets on your skin for too long, it like starts to burn essentially.
And it's good for his dumb ass.
And
imagine having to go to sick call for that.
So
how do you explain that?
So he had to go to the ER because he like tried to put it is an oil, right? And so he tried to like dunk it in milk to like get rid of the get rid of the oil. And it literally made it worse. And like had some kind of like, wow, that's chemical reaction kind of deal.
Yeah, that dick is never gonna be the same. Was he white?
Yeah.
That dick black now. That motherfucker modded his dick. So I want the black bill.
That motherfucker pulled a damn Michael Jackson, but in reverse.
Facts. Oh my fucking goodness.
But anyway,
Bonk, go to horny jail though.
Yeah.
Gotta put that on there. What the fuck? But yeah, everybody else in that shit is a demote too, except for his shit, like with the air brakes. Like that's just.
Not even that. The fucking him staying from going on terminal leave for an extra 4 hours.
That might be a promote.
I mean, except for the part where he's going on terminal leave, so
he's getting the fuck out.
The motherfucker, the promote ain't gonna do shit for you. You didn't even get 3 years in on the rank. You can say that you were retired, whatever your next rank is.
We can just say that he gets an RE1.
Yeah, RE1.
We'll let you get back in.
Yeah, you can get back in.
We'll accept you back.
Fully qualified.
Okay, I like that.
All right. Next one. No shit. There I was in Saudi fucking Arabia during the first Gulf War. I was in 11 Bravo. They formed us up and gave us an improv 2 safety briefing about the proper handling of explosives. The reason was some horny PFC in intelligence, irony is not lost on us. Decided to use 100-mile-an-hour tape and two 40-millimeter illumination rounds to fashion a dildo. Got it stuck. I don't know what the outcome was, but apparently EOD was called along with the medics.
Hell yeah.
Wait. So it was a female.
It must have been. I hope so.
I hope so.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's a freaky little frog. Yo, what's wrong with her?
Like you
Freaky
looking at a
little
round, you
frog.
looking at a round,
Like,
you
what
looking at a
the
round, and you're like,
fuck?
damn, I could make that.
Yo, how horny? Yo,
That's phallic shaped enough for me.
yo,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
yo.
Wonder how many of those I could fit up.
And it probably slipped. Like it probably went all the way in and shit. Motherfuckers couldn't get it out.
Yeah, she sitting there doing her thing, and then she pulled it out one time, and she realizes one's missing, and it's like,
That's how you know it was horny. That shit snatched it in. It was like, give me that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Damn.
little freaky, yo,
Damn.
freaky ass. Go to horny jail. All of these motherfuckers go to what's going on. Next time, finger bang like a regular person.
Fucking order a damn. What's the opposite of a Fifi? Mimi.
Oh, wait.
A DD, motherfucker, yeah. Yeah, what are you, a DD or something? What the fuck?
What?
There was
Be
so
like
many
the rest
other
of us.
items that had to be in close proximity too, bro. Like, you went out
That
your
would have,
way,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This motherfucker
Like,
could have used a
fuck,
water
just-
bottle or some
yeah,
shit. I
fuck a
don't know.
damn bedpost like the rest of the bitches. Like what?
Yo.
Oh my bad.
Yo,
Oh my
I
bad.
think I've heard that, bro. I think I've heard about that, like, happening in our basic training cycle. That's fucking crazy.
Hey,
We had, like, a lesbian corner. I ever told y'all about that?
I feel like we had this conversation. This sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah,
We all had a lesbian corner.
Yeah, and I'm talking about them bitches getting down and dirty. I'm
that's
talking
what-
about in
that's
front
what
of
I heard.
bitches, all type of shit. Just like just doing that.
Even in ours, like some of the girls would come, like Garcia would come out and tell us all about it. Like she was one of the boys.
Mm-hmm.
She would come out and tell us all about that shit. She'd be
Yeah.
like, "Man, them girls are just like going at it." Like, and we're like, "Damn."
Mm-hmm.
I'd usually like look at my battle buddy and be like, "Damn, you trying to copy him or something?" And he'd be like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Yo, I'm fucking bruh.
That was when I knew I was becoming gay.
Bruh.
If I'd asked Hempel, he'd have said yes. Damn.
Yo, that motherfucker would have been like, okay.
Open my mouth.
I guess we doing it.
But yeah, promote or demote.
Yeah, hell yeah. Demote that bitch.
Demote that bitch.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
my bad,
I feel like we all are in, you know.
If that wasn't obvious already, demote that bitch ass.
He's in agreement on that shit. Man. Your freaky little ass got it. Fuck no. That's probably the most freaked out shit I've ever heard of in my life. I ain't gonna lie. That was freaked out, bro.
I thought that one was a great promoter demote story.
That is great.
Closing out on promoter demote.
Yeah, let's roll into news round.
News round. What you got for us? Sean?
Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We might have to. I said you might want to talk about one of these two. Like, I need you to do some heavy lifting on it. So prepare.
All right.
Actually, the one I'm gonna start. Right. All right. So apparently, SOCOM wants to revive Legacy M4 carbine with hyper velocity cartridge.
Okay.
With so many services adopting new weapon systems, Special Operations Command wants to breathe new life into the Legacy M4 carbine. In a new solicitation, SOCOM has asked for the new M4 upper receiver capable of firing emerging hyper-velocity ammunition modeled after the 5.56 by 4.5 NATO cartridge. The improved carbine program will leverage the performance and benefits of current and future experimental hyper-velocity rounds, called it vital to addressing future capability gaps on the battlefield. When fired out of a standard issued M4, the military cartridge known as M855 Alpha 1 has a recognized effective range of approximately 300 meters. We all know that. But SOCOM wants the new up design to fire that cartridge, known as the M855 Alpha 1 Plus. This weapon system will allow an operator to effectively engage targets at extended distances while maintaining the portability and ergonomics of the lightweight cartridge. With a desired effective range of 600 meters and beyond. And they go on the ramble for a little bit, but yeah, that's the gist of it. What we think?
I mean, that's a cheaper option to just implementing a whole new weapon system.
Yep.
I mean, they're essentially just
Modifying the uppers.
I mean, they're modifying the uppers to be able to withstand the higher pressures of basically a hot load.
Yeah.
So it's just putting more gunpowder in the cartridge so that it's propelling it at a higher speed for a longer distance, all that shit, right? So usually when you shoot a lot, like a hot load all the time, it's just so weird saying that right now.
Oh, I love that. Keep going. I'm a freaky frog too.
These hot loads.
The issue that you're going to run into is you're going to shoot out the barrel on a regular basis. Like all the rifling will be out, and you're going to need to replace them on more frequently, essentially. And so they supposedly lose accuracy over time, even though that's just the Army's opinion.
Yeah.
But it gets to the point where it does lose accuracy because there's no rifling left.
Yeah, because it's like a tube life type of thing, right?
Yeah. And your traditional cartridge is shooting at a, just a standardized rate and all that stuff. So, if you're adding more to it and shooting it frequently enough, like the gas pressures are going to be different, which is going to mean that you're going to need to have like a different buffer system to be able to withstand all of it. And then you need to have a different way of getting rid of the excess gas from,
like for ejection,
all that stuff, right? Because if there's too much pressure, then it's not going to extract extract and then reload and all that shit. Like there's a whole lot more that needs to go into it other than just like, oh, we need a different upper receiver, right? To an extent. I mean, it's probably less than that. Like they just need to put a gas regulator on it that is a little more customizable than what the standard is. And this is SOCOM we're talking about. Like, it's probably not really that big a deal because most of their shit's pretty customized anyway. But I mean, I think it's smart.
Yeah. Potentially, yeah.
Because it makes sense for them to continue with a lighter weapon system, just due to like what their mission is. Even in comparison to like the new round that they've come out with, like I don't know if it's significantly heavier than an M4. Like an M4 is like 4.5 pounds, right? But it's also aluminum. And it's cast aluminum, which is generally weaker than like forged aluminum. And so all that stuff comes into play when you're talking about that. Shooting the higher velocity rounds like what they're talking about, they may need to switch away from, cast aluminum because I don't know how that's going to hold up as far as like gas pressures and things. But yeah, that's just like my initial thoughts. I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, you did that. I'm wet. Any thoughts, Hunter?
Brother, I don't even know what the fuck. That shit meant absolutely nothing to me.
Motherfucker say, hey, I checked out at the hot load. Bitch, what the fuck? I wanted more hot loads and shit. My dog started. Come on, bro.
I was there for the hot loads, and then I was like, oh boy, this is technical. Like,
motherfucker hit me with text speech. I wanted hot loads, bro. What a load speech.
The most I know, I can disassemble it and put it back together. That's what I got for you. Like anything else beyond that, that's beyond my repertoire.
I mean, you could have been tracking that shit. It wasn't that. Like, yeah, the specifics motherfuckers won't know, but yeah, you could have been tracking that. Your ass just abandoned mission after no more hot loads. That is crazy.
Hey, man.
Clearly a slut. Freaky frog identified.
Yeah, 100%.
Freaky frog, bro.
It's the stash. It's okay.
Fucking porn stash.
It's okay.
Couch stash. Fucking cum glasses. All right. So next one we got. So apparently, and I'm guessing this is coming from. Wow, that sounds bad to say. It's almost like I didn't fact check it, but it seems this one would be coming from the Pentagon and Congress. A proposal to create a cyber force.
Don't we already kind of have that?
Yeah, I thought that was already a thing. That's part. I feel like that's part of why now all applicants joining the Army have to have the cyber test. I feel like that goes into that. I feel like it's going to start becoming more and more of a thing.
Yeah.
Even looking at like our production reports, or not production reports, but our vacancy reports, the number of new units that we've already stood up that are like 25 hotel heavy,
Yeah.
is actually staggering.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
heard
we
about
were talking about 25 hotels. Like in our state alone, we have like it's like 125 vacancies
that.
for
Yeah.
25
Boy.
hotels.
I think
It's
it's.
crazy, and like we be filling it. It's probably more than that.
I think it was like 416
Boy, I
when we
would've
looked
reached
yesterday.
that.
I think total 460, but that's not vacancies.
I would have repassed like a motherfucker.
Oh.
I don't remember,
I'm
but yeah.
talking about my eyes would have jumped over.
Yeah, man.
Frog
Like
that
it's,
shit.
which is also crazy because we can't put in any more 25 properties right now. It's crazy, but 25 hotels available. Yeah, so I could see us building into a cyber force. I feel like that's just the way of the world nowadays. Is we lean more towards, especially after we've been, like in the past years, like we had those like hacks from Russia and hacks from China and shit like that. I feel like it makes it more prevalent and more necessary, because if we're falling behind in technology, especially in the IT fields of technology, like that's so much of our equipment right now runs on IT and
IT
and
integration.
technological advancements.
Even
That
down to
if
like
if
the
we
simple shit.
if a Red Dawn incident happened and we got fucking EMP'd, like that's it. That's game over because of how much technology we have that runs off of that shit.
Yeah, even weapon systems. Yeah.
Yeah, like we'd have our basic fucking high velocity hot load M4s, and that's about what we got. Like a fucking saw that you can drop in the mud, pick up, and that bitch will still keep shooting. But that's about like that's the extent of what we
Those
got.
are some great weapons, though.
Don't get me wrong, but when you compare to the other technological weapons that we have that we no longer have access to, that now the enemy would probably still have, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, but
It'd be like having peanuts to fire at fucking.
Well,
at the same time, though, you still got to like keep in mind now, if the EMP is effective, it would effectively kill all of the things that got impacted, right? But like, I think response time would be, especially for critical things, would be a lot faster. So like, motherfuckers would have to be like, I'm talking about on that bitch for you to really do some fucking damage, folks. Like,
I mean, because you got to think like, since we're talking cyber, right? Like standing up like a cyber force, whatever.
Yeah.
Like a cyber force isn't going to negate an EMP attack.
That's
true.
You know what I mean? And like the most common strategy for an EMP is essentially like a nuclear attack above an area.
Yeah, high burst.
Right. And then having like nuclear fallout essentially after the EMP.
Yeah.
So that's what like the standard would be for like the worst case scenario. Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the trajectory they're going for on the cyber force is because there's a lot of talk of like going to a digital currency and getting rid of like, due to a lot of that's due to COVID, just because of the lack of cash and coins.
The jump up in Bitcoin and the other Dogecoin, all those other digital currency. Just the crypto is just.
But I think that a lot of it goes into where like they're talking about standing up a cyber force. That's probably going to be more of like a direct intervention on threats, and also if they were to switch to a digital currency, keeping what happened with Bitcoin from happening to like the digital US dollar, for example, right? Like, because you can't have an inflation fluctuation of money per dollar to go from being worth $1 to $26,000.
Yeah.
In the course of like a couple of weeks, right?
For sure.
Like the inflation on that would be just astronomical, and it wouldn't be sustainable.
Just the regular, it's kind of scary because there's the regular fluctuation of other cryptocurrencies. Like you can invest in one today, and you put $100 into it, and you could turn it into $10,000 tomorrow.
Right.
Like that's. I feel like the idea of switching to a cryptocurrency is
Well, and I don't know
And the fact that there's just no tangible backing, like what backs the currency. Which right now, do you know what actually backs our dollar bill? Because it's not gold.
Yeah, it's not going.
It's our current workforce.
Yeah.
It's people who can work.
Yeah.
So we're saying that we can provide this many workforce, and this is the value of that workforce.
Right.
So you back our dollar bill, you yourself, because you're capable of working.
Yeah, but wouldn't isn't that another thing too that would like I guess you kind of say not happen because shit I'm not brushed up on fucking economics, but doesn't inflation occur because of the circulation of money?
I mean, yeah, as you create more dollar bills, of course, the value of the dollar bill has to decrease.
So I'm like, wouldn't that be harder to even have happen if we went over to a completely digital currency?
Well, but you got to think like the initial amount of digital currency that's given, unless they're going to continue to increase the digital currency, right? Like amount that's available.
Yeah,
it's going to go up as people have it.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't the only way for them to like kind of justify those, like to an extent, is just being like the resources necessary to stabilize the currency, I guess or establish the currency. Like, wouldn't that be the only way you could rationalize an inflation for that? Like, if you have to use up more,
I suppose that, I mean, there'd probably be something that tracks exactly how much.
or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if that really correlates, but let's just say it did. Like, standing up more server farms and shit. Like, would that be the only way they could like justify it or some shit? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that like they would essentially have an evaluation done of like basically like the value of the number of people that are working and what that equates to. And they'd be like, okay, we're going to say that it's this number. So like say it's 36 billion, right? And each one of those 36 billion, each share or dollar or coin, whatever you want to call it, is worth X. And like that's now the value. That's now money for and just in general.
Yeah.
And all cash or any kind of other money that you have is going to then be transitioned into that. And so it's going to have a like say that one coin is worth $100. Right, so $100, it's a 1 to 100 ratio.
Yeah.
And so as people get that, and they go from having 100 to having just the one, then you're gonna have like the percentages, and there's gonna be a billion decimals and all that shit.
Yeah.
But as those go, all 36 billion of those initial released are used up, they're gonna gain value because that's the only currency. Right, so unless they're going to constantly add more to it, or because you can't just like it's like with Bitcoin, right? Like there's only so much circulating to be purchased, and that's why it goes up in value and down in value. Right, as more is on the market, it's now worth less than when there's less on the market, right?
But yeah, they would have to keep.
So they would have to keep adding more to it, or just essentially keep the dollar and just make it all digital. So there's just no cash anymore. Which
that's probably likely though.
We damn near do that already.
Yeah,
people very
pretty close. Yeah.
Finding a place that keeps cash makes everybody groan. Like you're like, oh man, you only accept cash. Oh fuck.
Good old Magnolia Mall walk.
Yeah.
Only accepts cash.
I love that
but see,
place,
the thing I don't like is when places be like they don't take cash. I was like, whoa, hold on now.
Yeah, like Chipotle.
Yeah,
that one time.
The fuck, bitch! You don't take cash. Hold on, bitch. Wait a minute.
yeah. I do. Yeah. I mean, I tend to try to keep cash on me at least like between $50 to $100 just to.
Yeah, because you owe. Yeah.
Because there's so many fucking places that'll be like, this is cash only, and we like to go to them little fucking out the wall spots. So
those motherfuckers be banging. Yeah. But okay, let me actually get into the fucking.
Yeah, sorry, we got off on a tangent.
No, that was good though. That was good. So it goes on to read, and then they also said that like there's a projected cost burden of $10 billion and a minimum of a year to stand up, said Cyberforce. The U.S. military's current cyber forces are insufficient, quote unquote, to leverage the increase of cyber threats facing the nation, propelling the push by some policymakers to create an independent cyber branch, according to a report completed by 2 independent think tanks. If lawmakers decided to move forward with the development of the U.S. cyber force, there'd be challenges to its implementation because current responsibilities are shared between the various services and U.S. Cyber Command. Many observers contend that the challenge of generating military capability and capacity necessary to deter, compete, fight, and win in the cyber domain can be directly attributed to the lack of a single organization responsible and accountable for forces for force generation in cyberspace. So basically, saying like we
So
need to condense it so like everybody mission can match, everybody can get the same leadership.
so basically giving up all cyber from everyone else, and
branch.
everyone falls. We create a new branch like we did with the Space Force and make it the Cyber Force.
Yep.
Not just having Cyber
Consolidate.
Force
I
belong.
got you. So just basically taking
Wow.
all those jobs away from every other branch and just consolidating it into its own.
That would suck for recruiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, recruiting for every branch. That
See,
ain't
but unless we're able to
But
still
then
recruit, but they're just in that force. I mean,
but then every motherfucker is gonna want to be in the Cyber Force, and not every motherfucker can be in the Cyber Force.
no.
I've seen ASVAB scores.
mhm.
Not every motherfucker can be in
But
that.
no,
bitch.
I think it'd be good though because I'm like honestly like it won't be a question no more. Like you could try and push for it. You would just have to try and process with cyber. And I'm like, if you can't process with cyber, you can't process with cyber. You get what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Now you gotta go 6-7 that shit, and that's easily like honestly, it'll probably be better for us to an extent because
there would be so
motherfuckers
many
will go
people
on
that'd be
process,
like,
and then they
I
get turned
already did the process. Like I've
Mhm.
gone through everything. My only step that I couldn't complete is I couldn't pass the cyber test.
Yeah.
But I got a good ASVAB. Maybe I'll go to guard, I guess,
Let me go do IT. Yeah, let me go do
whatever I can do with them. I'll just
Let me
do
go do
that and go
Sigma.
to. I guess I'll just go to college and work in cyber that way.
And
Yeah, that's true. And then they're already fucking Q and E, and we can just be like, oh,
just bring that
hello,
ass over. Yeah.
shit.
Because I'm assuming too, since it would be
I
a
would just
whole
be
branch, they would have a reserve component for cyber tech.
Yeah, I would have a new. Nah, I don't know. That'd be tough. You want people to be. That's a job you want running 24/7.
Yeah, but I'm like they're making it. They're saying it's a branch. Branches have components, so I don't
but
think it would be too far out there.
I mean, right now the Space Force doesn't have a.
Because it's the fucking Space Force.
Okay, because it's the Cyber Force.
Okay, but again, Hunter, we're going to be consolidating multiple personnel from a bunch of different branches to make this branch. The fucking Space Force is an offshoot that like only like it's so dialed in that like you get what I'm saying? Like that's a different thing, bro.
But the Cyber Force has one specific task: cybersecurity.
Yeah, but you know how many
so
like, layers of
think about
cybersecurity you can have?
think about the current issue that we're running into with all of our cyber people. Right? The army trains them, military trains them, and then they can't keep them.
I mean, they definitely have to pay them a lot more.
You know what I'm saying?
If you build a Cyber Force,
and so I feel like the other
that $10 billion, right?
The other thing they're looking to do with this is put it in a completely different force, so they can be like, "Hey, you're the Cyber Force. The Cyber Force is going to get paid XYZ."
Like, then they can just allot it to per diem and call it that.
Well, they can give them per diem. They can give them extra money based off of like certificates and qualifications and all these different things that they can do, and kind of make it almost like being in the military intelligence and having like language pay.
Yeah.
Kind of situation, I mean, which they could do with any branch. It's just, maybe I guess it would be easier to just have them all be in the cyber force. I don't know. I don't know how much I like that.
I think it'd be tough to do. We'll see if it actually happens.
But I could see the value in it. But I feel like
having one standard operating procedure for cyber would be a good thing, and just straight up standing up a larger cyber force across all proponents would be.
Well, and I feel like they would just have to pull from what's currently there to add good leadership to what they're trying to potentially open up, and then just add all new blood.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which is essentially what the Air Force did with the Space Force. They just took highly qualified people from the Air Force and put them in the Space Force. So,
yeah.
But the Cyber Force might even be one of those things where it's like you can't be in the Cyber Force unless you previously served in one of the other branches in a cyber job and have all the qualifications and everything. So they're not waiting on somebody to get there and complete training.
Yeah.
kind of situation. Like there's a lot of different ways that they could have a cyber force.
Yeah, and one of the things they mentioned here is so basically one of the goals would be at least 20,000 active duty personnel that already operate on the site, 3,500 to 5,000 guardsmen, and a civilian workforce of about 6,000 would be needed to staff a site or fit the staff. Then they go on to like continue to just be like by grouping personnel into broad occupational categories within which they can specialize or generalize. The cyber force will preserve distinct competencies, support future changes in how cyber use is done, and create professional identity strong enough in training, career development, long term. So again, like the whole thing is like that. It's now find areas and stuff. Ain't for like us, right? Like the only thing you can do in cyber is just that one cyber program.
I mean, yeah, more or less. You could work in like the IT side of
To
the
support
cyber,
cyber.
yeah, to support cyber. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're either cyber or you support cyber. It's pretty much
Yeah.
that.
So they would flesh it out more to like,
Yeah.
essentially have more
More
cyber
specific,
MLS.
yeah, more specific cyber roles, like
Mm-hmm.
break up the components of cyber defense.
Yeah.
But you still have to have support attached.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
I mean, they're definitely going to have IT, and they're going to have all that other stuff associated with it as well.
Because you're going to have that cyber person that just doesn't do chords.
The motherfucker can literally go in and remove a fucking hack, but doesn't know how to fucking turn it off and turn it back on.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Motherfucker can hack into the mainframe, but
Yeah.
Can't
Motherfucker literally
look.
James Bond on a computer, but
Yeah.
can't flip the switch on the breaker to go off and then on. Has to keeps just trying to flip it on, and then that bitch keeps resetting back to in the middle. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, last thing they got on this, they just said if included in the army, the force could have increased speed and efficiency since it would belong to an already existing DoD, maybe DoW bureaucracy. But it could be then considered a lower priority if they didn't do their own shit. By having its own military department, the cyber force can ensure prioritization of cyber issues within the Pentagon. But setting up a new DoD bureaucracy requires substantial time and resources.
It kind of sounds so. That makes me think that the Army's trying to, like, by making everybody take the cyber test, they're trying to be like, hey, why don't you just give it to the Army? We already got all these new dudes that are already fucking cyber tested and could just move right on over.
Yep.
Well, and the way that the implemented cyber test was explained to me is that they're basically evaluating where everybody in the nation is at as far as like the basic knowledge of
Cyber.
whatever's on the cyber test, and then they're going to implement standards after this.
That's terrifying. I hope I'm not recruiting anymore whenever they start
This
standards.
baseline testing is completed. But it's gonna probably be for specific cyber jobs, like 17 Charlie currently has the standard, right?
Yeah.
They need to do one for fucking like the
Yeah,
25. Hell, they need to do one for 42 alphas.
Yeah, you're gonna have different levels of competency. I mean, it's just like, so think about, I'm gonna use the MI as an example, right? So like, based off of how well you do in either your ST category for the Army anyway, or how well you do on the D-Lab test, determines which languages you're allowed to learn.
Yeah.
Right? So if you get like a 95, you can learn Spanish and Tagalog, I think.
That's a weird ass random language.
It's just what they speak in the Philippines, bro.
Still weird ass random.
And then, but say that you get like 100, now you can learn French, you can learn Russian, and Indonesian. There's a bunch of other ones. And then, but if you get like 105 to 109, now you can learn Korean, you can learn, I don't, whatever the other ones are. Russian might be in there. Croatian, Serbian, whatever. And then if you get like 110 plus, now you can learn Arabic, Farsi, all the more challenging
Pashto.
languages. Yeah, Pashto, Chinese Mandarin, whatever, right? So like they're gonna have those different categories. So it's gonna be like, oh, you scored a 40, you can do 25 hotel. oh, you scored a 60? Okay, you qualify to do 17 sharp. You know what I mean?
And for any new
You know what I mean?
specialized shit.
So, like, I feel like there's going to be those base standards set, and they're going to basically look at, okay, this person's doing 25 hotel, this person got this score on the cyber test, and they failed out of the 25 hotel course. And they're going to keep track of those people.
Yeah.
Right, of all the people that do anything in signal or like cyber related fields, and they're going to keep track of all that data, and they're going to be like, okay, these are the baselines, this is what needs to happen, they need to score this minimum to be able to do these jobs moving forward, because they're probably wasting a fuck ton of money sending people that actually won't do well.
Yeah. But. All right, final news round. All right, and this one is a lighter one. This is kind of like one of our similar ones we did recently, but Navy eliminates regular performance fitness reports for select pay grades. The Navy is eliminating regular performance reports for a handful of senior pay grades in an effort to reduce administrative burdens on senior leadership. Effective immediately, Master Chiefs E9 to warrant officer files and limit duty officers at the rank of captain 06 are now exempt from regular periodic performance evaluation. That's as far as I want to go with the detail on that. I just want to know what y'all think about that.
That's a terrible idea.
I don't agree with that at all. I was about to be like, damn, like, are we just saying, like, man, you made it to this point in your career, so now we're not even going to do, like, a check on your fucking work? No, that is not the right fucking answer. They're going to get complacent as fuck, and they're going to say, fuck all, I'm still getting paid, and it doesn't matter how bad I do. Like, Jesus.
And
no,
the other thing
it's
on
a bad
top of
idea.
that is the number of times that your sergeant major comes out and is like, privates, I'm 89 years old and I can still run 2 miles pretty fucking quick. Yeah. Ain't no excuse for you. Now he's not thinking about PT because he doesn't fucking do PT.
Yeah.
So he don't give a fuck. So now your soldiers aren't going to give a fuck about PT because Sergeant Major ain't coming out. Yeah. So it's going to trickle down and it's just going to make everybody care less about PT because they're going to be like, bro, as soon as I hit E9, I don't have to worry about this shit anymore.
Because that disgruntled is going to be there. Like, man, this motherfucker don't even got to do this shit.
Motherfucker ain't even got to do it. Like, so I'm going to just do my best to meet the quota till I get to E9, then I ain't got to worry about that shit no more.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's still going to be people who are going to put in the effort, but there's just going to be enough people that'll just say fuck it because there's already enough people that want to say fuck it.
I just feel like, and I'm speaking as in somebody that's not part of the current generation, let me rephrase, the new generation is going to look at this and they're going to be like, oh, well, I guess that's okay because they made it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like living that American dream, like, oh, you made it.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily agree with that because you got to think of what percentage of service members actually make it even close to that rank.
Less than 1%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like we're just giving the 1% more leniency to fuck over the 99%.
Yes. 100%, because they still would be the ones that make calls on certain people, especially.
And so, like,
so we're just making a whole new 1%er.
Yeah. So in like terms, but I'm gonna move into like terms of like any kind of like a legal proceeding when a decision is made from an 06, for example, and somebody gets hurt or a service member dies. They're going to look and be like, oh, well, let's see their previous evaluation reports to see, you know, where the standard's at and what their standard has been. And there's going to be nothing to support whether they've been making good decisions, been making bad decisions. There's nothing. I don't agree with that at all, personally.
I also think, like, this is not great for, you know, how people, like, push that narrative of, like, generals just being fat and shit. It's okay. I know y'all heard of that before.
Oh yeah. You see it all the time.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, like you can't just you can't be encouraging this shit early on, bro. That's crazy.
I mean, and I would imagine there's still going to be a height weight type standard. I would hope to an extent, but like still being required to maintain physical fitness in a leadership role. That I think needs to be maintained regardless.
100%.
You know, like the whole performance review. I just want to know, I don't know enough about the Navy's performance review to be like, oh, it's this huge, huge burden And like, how is it a burden on the person being evaluated?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're evaluating you on your performance, isn't there somebody that's coming that's doing your evaluation just based off of how you do your daily performance? Or are they actually being taken out of their daily role to go be evaluated, right?
Yeah.
So instead of just
I think
getting
that's more
rid of
honest.
it completely, just change how we do the evaluation.
And the big thing to me is, I think it's kind of like an unspoken known that like the further up you go, the more like I don't necessarily want to say leniency per se, but like the more flexibility you get about meeting certain standards. You know what I'm saying?
There's definitely more leniency just solely due to your time is taken up by a lot of menial tasks that just because the higher up you get, the more political your job becomes. And so the more political it becomes, the less related to like the military it is, because now it's more of a political role and no longer so much of like a military role. And so like I do see that.
But that's why I think it's crazy to like if we already know this is like an unspoken known to like enforce a policy for
they're
it.
essentially saying, hey, we're gonna make it okay.
Yeah, like that's just like whoa, okay, that's kind of bold, but all right.
But you also got to think like the people pushing for it from like I'm assuming that this is coming down from the Pentagon. Did you say?
Yeah.
I would, because I would be curious to know who even made that suggestion. Anyway, interesting news round. Yeah. Well, Hunter, close up.
Wait.
As always, we appreciate you guys listening in. You can find us on anywhere that exists on the internet.
Find us on Pornhub.
Hold up. No. You can find us anywhere you would get a podcast. Thank you.
Nah, fuck that. You type in xnxx.com and you type in Step Sergeant, you're going to find something.
You'll find something. It just might not be us.
You might find, what's that white bald dude that's in like every fucking porn in existence? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, bro.
You'll see that motherfucker in a uniform, like, and it's probably not even going to be a good uniform, and he's probably wearing it wrong, but you'll see him, and just pretend
we should do that as a logo.
Just pretend that's me.
A fucking porn star, and like paste OCPs over. That's funny. Oh, well, nah, we probably can't just steal somebody like this.
No.
Fuck. Damn, that's funny as fuck, though. That's funny as fuck.
That being said, you can find us on Instagram, Amazon, Spotify, Facebook, Reddit, you name it.
YouTube, Apple Podcasts.
Only place you can't find us is fucking Netflix, because they do podcasts now, too.
Oh, do they really? I didn't even know that.
It has to be video, but yeah.
Oh, okay, that tracks. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe you'll find us on Netflix too.
Yeah.
But as always, we appreciate you guys. If there's anything you want to hear us talk about, then or just hear my beautiful voice say, feel free to post it. I'll happily say it in whatever voice you'd like me to. Daddy. With that being said, as always, stay stuck.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hotloads.